Alright, so in this video we will talk about network configurations, specifically like network interfaces and IP routes and a bunch of other stuff. So before starting the video, let me tell you one thing that this is the ongoing part of mini series of manual enumeration for privilege escalation. If you are interested, you can check out the rest of the video that I have made on the channel. Now let's just come to the main part. So imagine you have compromised a Linux operating system. You got the initial access, what you will do and what a hacker does, and this is what hacker also do the same. So when they land on the compromised machine, what they do is like, after getting the user related information, system related information, a bunch more, what they come next to the network configuration enumeration. So we need to first understand where you are or where you are on the machine and what are the different network. Is the compromised machine connected to other network interfaces or no? Okay, so for example, this is some internal network. Just I will explain what this means. Okay, this is like something that you cannot reach from the internet. Like for example, you are trying to reach to this network, it's a local host, and you cannot actually access to this. But when you are on the compromised machine, it might since it's a local, but when you get the initial access, you might be able to reach this. So you can see right here, the developers set a local host and thought nobody from the internet can reach this, so I don't need to set a password. And sometimes they actually don't set a password, they just left it wide open because they assume it was safe. Since we are on the machine, we got the initial access, we can now actually reach to this. And interestingly, that passwordless database is now ours, we can actually see what's in that. So this is what actually network enumeration is. And now the lateral movement is, if for example you get access to a machine that is connected to multiple network, we will check that. Okay, so normally we are connected to only one interface for primarily. Okay, and they just give us internet access and stuff. Sometimes, as I said, this local host, this just the developer just make the database and stuff and store it thinking it's unreachable from the internet. We will check that. Okay, so let's understand what is network interfaces first. So basically network interfaces are like, if you hear it, so we have something called network interface card. This just like for example, we plug the ethernet cable in this, and since it's attached to our computer, it just gives us the internet access. Okay, so you can see right here, normally our devices or laptop mainly has two interfaces. One is for the Wi-Fi, which is like the wireless adapter. If you can go here and type Wi-Fi adapter, let me actually go to images and you will be able to see this. See, these are like Wi-Fi adapter. Actually these are the external one, and the laptop has like very small chips kind inside the motherboard, so it just make us able to connect to the Wi-Fi. And one is for the ethernet, which is like this kind of port. And right here you can see, when a machine has more than two interfaces on different subnet, this is where things very interesting for us. So to find out information about the network interfaces, what we will do is, this is like the modern command. Okay, I hope you can see that. So this is the like Linux machine. What I will do now is, I will type the IPA to see the interfaces, information about the interfaces. Okay, first of all, let me show you what commands do we have. The first one is for the modern Linux, and this is this only show the interfaces that are currently up and active. Okay, and this is like the same thing like this, but it's for the older Linux system, though it still work in today's Linux operating system. So I type this IPA, you can see right here. I will just zoom this so you will be able to see that. Let me make this a bit small so you will be able to see the output. So you can see right here, we got this is the one interface, this is the second. Okay, the first one, which is this, if you look at this is almost the same. And then we have the ETH0, this is it, and this is actually the second network interface, wired one. Okay, and this one as well. So I will just tell you what these are. So you can see right here, this LO, which is here, this just mean loopback internal only. This is like only for local related stuff. It you cannot actually use or connect to the internet with this. And the next one, we have the ETH0, which is right here. It's just the main wired network card, I just told you, this is primary IP. This is the main connection which let you connect to the internet, and then this is the second network card. Right now this is we don't have the second one, but just assume. Okay, so this the IP range of this is this, you can see right here, and for the second network card it will be completely different. You can see right here it will be different subnet, and we will talk about what is pivot point, pivot or pivot, yeah. And we can also see a bunch more if exists. We will just get to know once we type the IPA command or ifconfig command. And now we have this turn 0 tab 0. This is related to the I think VPN related stuff. You can see, I guess, this right here. So what this is, when you type the IPA command and see this in the interfaces, it just means the VPN is currently active. Okay, normally you will not see, you will see it less likely, but in learning platform like the Hack the Box, Try Hack Me Labs, you will be able to see that. And then if you see the Docker, it just means Docker install, and it's just internal network as well. And when you see this WLAN or LAN, I guess 0, it just means this is Wi-Fi wireless connection. And we can also get like LAN 0 1 similar to this if you have more than one, if you have more than one wireless adapter on your device. So if I go to my Wi-Fi over here, you will be able to see this is one wireless interface that comes with the laptop itself, and I have external one as well, which is the TP-Link. If I put it in my laptop, I will be able to see another one as well. So I'm just trying to insert that adapter as well. I hope I don't break anything else. So if I go now, you can see right here, this is the first one, which is the laptop one, and this is the second one, which is the external one. You can see right here. Now let's just understand this up and down state. So I type this IPA command and we were able to see this up thing. You can right here, this just means the network interface is active and working right now. And if you see no UP or up, it just means the network interface is exists, but currently it's disabled. And one more thing is that even the interfaces that are disabled, it's important to note that down, because it tell you the machine has a second network card and it just turned off right now, or might have been active in the past, or could be active in the future. Now let's understand the pivot point. This is the most important concept. Let's just say over here. Okay, so this is like normally, as I said, machines have one interface like ETH0, and it just have one IP normal, which is completely normal. But if you run the IPA command and you see multiple interfaces that has completely different IP ranges, for example, for the ETH0, just the IP is something like this, and for the second interface it's like this. So that's a massive deal over here. So what these are is, this is basically the real IP which just give us access to the internet, and the second interface is, this is about the local host. You can see right here the local host range of 4 IP addresses start from this to this. Okay, and so the main point over here is that if you try to reach this network, as I said earlier, you will not be able to reach to this because it's internal network. Like you have the internet, the firewall comes in middle, like you are here and you are trying to reach this specific network, the firewall will block you. It will not let you connect or reach to this network. And this is the network which is completely invisible from the internet. Might have the internet database which might include some password and stuff, and or might have file server or some internal other connected PC or computers. So this is the same thing. The firewall blocks everyone on the internet from reaching this network. Those internal machines are completely hidden, which are these. The security team probably think they are safe because no one from the internet can reach them directly. But since we got the initial access to the machine, and its primarily network interface is this, which can connect to the internet. Okay, so let me make a sketch like this. Assume this is the hacker machine. Okay, it has the internet. I will just tap the tech pro, yeah, like this, and then we have the compromised Linux operating system. Okay, and this has the two network interfaces. One is this, and another is this. Okay, so this has ability to connect, that can be connected to the internet, and this is the external one. Let me draw across over here. Now what we do is to talk to this compromised machine. What we use is we actually use this interface which is connected to the internet, and since this is also connected to the machine or this device, so we got the initial access already to this. So it just means that we are on this machine itself. Okay, since we are on this machine, we can also reach this specific this network interface, and whatever is connected to this, like for example one the database or internal computer or some other stuff, we will be able to see these as well. And as I told you, sometimes developers just leave this stuff behind, thinking that nobody can access these things from the internet, so they just left it behind. And this is the same thing, you have bypassed the firewall entirely, not by breaking but by already being inside the compromised device, and which let you to do whatever you want with this. And this is exactly what we call the pivot point. You are bridged into the whole internal network, and I have already told about that. This just related to the VPN, Docker, and I have never seen this myself. Let me quickly tell you this one as well. This is like a more precise and beautiful one. So you are here, you got the access and you want to reach to this, you are able to reach. So this is the one diagram that the developer think that nobody is able to reach to this internal network. This is when the attacker get access, they are able to reach to the internet network as well, including database, admin panel and stuff. And this is the same commands. See, this is internal only, and this is the primary connection. This is the pivot point when you have multiple interfaces connected. Then we have the pivot point concept. I explained the same thing with this diagram. I hope you understand this. And then we have the network route, which I will be talking about in the next video. So I'm just gonna end this right here.